Well, hello guys, welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we are going to be doing another base game only build. So only going to be base game, no packs required. Boycott EA, use what you got, and the base game is actually free. So yeah, we're boycotting from buying EA's packs. Anyway, I kind of want to make a house that has this color scheme, this kind of vibe. I just pulled out a few items and wallpapers and stuff. This here is a house that I did in another video. Go check that out if you would like. I'm gonna basically be refilling this neighborhood, so I'm gonna redo this lot and this lot so that they all kind of match and they feel the same. Guys, this is gonna sound crazy, but I've kind of gotten used to the power lives control so much that I keep wanting to do it. It's like I've forgotten how to use The Sims 4. I've been playing so much power lives, but I use the Sims 3 camera. So what if I did Sims 4 camera? No, that's even worse. Don't do that, Kira. Let's just get started, shall we? And also, I don't want the house to be that furnished. I want it so you guys can add more personality to it yourselves. It's going to be very bare boned on the inside. Like, I'll put all of the essentials, but it's kind of like a move-in ready house, you know? Like in real life, if you were to buy a house and like, let's say it just so happened to come with some furniture, but it's not going to be decorated like when you buy it. So also, guys, I've had this glitch in my game since like 2018. Some of the stuff come like it's in yellow. Does anyone else get that? Like it's like acting like there's new items, but when there's an update and I reload my game, because this is my first time playing the game since it updated. Yeah, whenever I update the game and then go into it, it's always like this. Okay guys, I know this is gonna look weird, but I've had this idea in my head for a while of having the chimney on the front of the house. I'm trying to come up with ideas. I'm looking at a picture right now of the interior of a house and it kind of looks like this. I kind of like it. I don't know, but I just don't know how to go off from here, you know? I've just placed 2 random chairs in here. This could be the fireplace here. Like, I don't know. What do you think? Maybe this could be the dining area? Yeah, this like dining area could be here. Like, this lot is much bigger than the one over there, so that's why I kind of need to, you know, think out the rooms a bit more. Like, this chimney in the front idea might be just really weird. I don't know, I might change it. We'll see. Is that weird or is that interesting? These are the matching windows. Or up here, will we just use them? This side of the house could have like, you know, bigger windows, and then the other side of the house maybe could have less, because this is a lot of windows. I'm kind of avoiding doing the other side of the house, if you can't tell. Should I have the roof like this? No, it should be the other way around, right? I think so. We'll worry about that in a second. But yeah, I kind of like it. Is it weird that I like it? Because I don't know. Okay, the entrance needs to be done. I was kind of thinking the entrance could be, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely like a dip in. Let me just think for a second. The kitchen should be maybe somewhere here. We need to think about the stairs. I'm not sure if we want to have the white on the bottom or just the wood. We'll use just the wood for now. So yeah, we need to fit this staircase in some way. Okay guys, this is kind of what I'm thinking right now. So this is like the entrance and the stairs is kind of covered. You know, when you come around here, then you see the stairs. This would be the kitchen. In here is going to be like an office area. The downstairs bathroom will go here, and this room will kind of just be an in-between room. But yeah, so let's just see if we could add some more for the upstairs. Obviously the stairs is here and they're gonna need to get over there. So, what if there was a little like balcony type thing here? Honestly, I don't really want this side to be as big as this side though, but then that makes the office smaller, which I guess is okay. How about we just put in here and see, but also kind of go here? It's an option too. But I like, how would it look if I was to make this smaller and have it there? It creates this awkward little area here, which I don't know if I like. We could move the wall in by this side. It makes the bathroom smaller, but that's fine because it's just a downstairs bathroom. So it's just, I don't want this side to be as big as that side. I want it to be smaller. Yeah, and we could put like a roof thing here. What if it was like that? And the roof kind of was like this. Hold on. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, we're getting somewhere, I think. I just don't know what to do with the back of it. Ooh, it's so ugly. Let's just do the floor plan here first because I don't want to get caught out. I definitely don't make it easy on myself. That's for sure, guys. I kind of just do things without planning and just hope for the best, and then I get frustrated when things don't turn out as well. Okay, so this window here is causing me a lot of problems because I do not like how these look. Is these up just by 2? You raise me up. And I'm thinking this house is extra fancy and they have a second fireplace that's upstairs. I don't know. I don't think that's realistic, but I just need something to fill this space. And I really hate this banister. I wonder, is there a different banister that we can use? I want the bottom to look supported. But yeah, we have parents' room. They have a tiny little bathroom. We have a hallway bathroom. Kids' room, kids' room. It's just this hallway that's really annoying me. I mean, I guess we could make it into another room. That could solve all of our issues. It could still have a fireplace too. Old houses a lot of the time have fireplaces in the bedrooms, at least in Ireland anyway. Just, it doesn't feel big or fancy enough to have. Maybe we could bring this out one. That way it actually matches the front. Yeah, like if you look at it from the side, it looks more equal. So yeah, we could actually squeeze in another bedroom. I think the bedroom with a fireplace would be so cool. Honestly, I'm starting to hate the parents' bedroom. I mean, I could always kind of put this in the bathroom and have that kind of even. But like, I was using these windows on here. So what if I was to switch it? I mean, yeah, looks nicer. And then this is the dining room. So I think that's actually fine if it kind of has, yeah, big fancy windows. I suppose that means that we have to have one here too, but I don't know how that's gonna look from the outside. I think no, it's not even, is it? No, it is even. Oh my God. How did I manage that? It's a lot of window. It's a lot of window. Is there anything we can do about that? Maybe we could bring this out. This might look a bit weird from the inside now though. We could have like a chess table or something here. But how does it look from the outside though? That's my main problem. My main question. Yeah, it adds a lot more dimension to it, definitely. So this roof here is way too tall now. So I'm actually going to move all of them down by 1 so that they're all equal. But yeah, that just looks a bit better from front, right? This one's going to be a little bit taller than the one at the front. Let's continue with the windows. Maybe the window here could be something different. Have these kind of roundy one. I think I wanted to use these in that build over there, but I couldn't find a place to use them. Oh yeah, that's my minion, by the way. This is the sim that I just use for testing. Is 3 too much? Like, that's so much window. I think we need to calm down with the window, and maybe we could just you know, scoot them closer. And then I want a bit of a foundation in here, and then could we like copy what we have here over this side? We'll just like, we'll just alt kind of, yeah, so it's not clipping as much with the window. We can put some pillars. Okay, let's look for front door. I kind of want to use this one here, the kind of square one. I like that. This whole episode, Jeffrey Landgrab has just been, I don't know how much times he's popped up. I'm not even paying attention. And then the back. Should we have a back door from the kitchen? Maybe, no. I kind of do want a sliding door though. And then we could have just kind of foundation here. Or you know what we could do? I haven't done this in forever, but you know, this smooth keeper fence, and then you can kind of make your own, what is it called? A pergola? You know, like the kind of thing that they do for flowers? Is that making a weird, yeah, it is. It's making a weird clipping thing. If I was to do this, is it going to make a clipping thing? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that just makes it worse, doesn't it? Okay, if we were to do it this way, and then we kind of just brought this back, but then that's like weird. It's just gonna have to work. This game, you can never get it perfect. You can never get it right. So we're not even gonna worry about it because this is gonna be covered with plants anyway. I'm gonna put like plants up here, I think. But if you kind of just do these kind of diagonal lines, then once you've done the straight ones, kind of creates this really cute pergola. I know they did this a lot in Brindleton Bay. Should we do even more? Oh, you can't? Okay, that's fine. Then, unfortunately, you have to go in with your hammer tool and like delete all of these, and you have to be careful. So that can be a bit tedious, but I think it looks nice in the end. And then what windows should we use for the kitchen? What's like the difference between that and that? Okay, they're kind of the same. I don't like how you can see the nails in this. I know it's meant to look like that. It's meant to look more like Rustic. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the smaller ones. Probably going to just all place them here for now. And then once we're doing the kitchen, we will, yeah, we'll probably fix it. Don't worry. When I'm doing the kitchen, I think I will fix it. But then, and this is the bathroom, so we should have a little window in there too. And I guess just something like this over here. Not too big of a deal. Should we have another window in the study? God, the lighting is terrible. Do you see the difference? Let me just see how that looks from the inside. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then, because I do want some window action up here, definitely. I think just kind of in the middle should be fine. This side will be covered with more trees, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But yeah, I like how we're looking so far. And we need to decide where that house is actually going. So let's press move house and... this tree here is like really ruining things because I kind of wanted the lot to be off on this side and kind of have it in line with here, although it's going to be slightly off. Do you see how this like light pole is kind of in line with this one, but then this one, it's not. It's in line with like the corner. That's so annoying. I kind of pictured it having a larger front garden for some reason. Maybe it's just because I don't really want to decorate the back as much, but maybe that'll be fine. Seeing as we have that issue with the driveway, we could just have it like this. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. And then because like I'm imagining there's going to be bush here, or maybe even we can get rid of that one. And this house has like a path to the back garden. Maybe this house could have a pool. Let's get the fence in first before we go too crazy. I like this fence for this neighborhood. I'm going to use the same. I always like to have like a second entrance somewhere. The back maybe, because I don't know. I don't like my houses to feel too fenced in, I guess. Is that weird? It like a thing to nowhere? Maybe it is. Maybe it is, Kira. We should just connect it. See, it bothers me over here because I did this right, but in reality, there's this thing you can't. Yeah, so we're playing make-believe. All of the time we were playing make-believe. Okay, maybe we should move the pool over to this side then. This wall is getting annoying. We can just get rid of these. Oops, I meant to get rid of it. So then, if this was like the pool area, okay, you know what? I need to get rid of all of this so that I can see better and I know what I'm doing. I could do a similar thing here that I did with the kind of diagonal. I don't mind that. I mean, it doesn't look as random as the last thing that we did. So let's just get some columns here. Then it will feel right. Maybe something like that. But I kind of would have liked to have that. Is that a bit weird though? Let me just double check. Does this still like clip? No, it doesn't. Okay, nice. Yeah, that does look a lot better, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to put this back over here so that it's out of the way. I also need columns in the front of the house. Columns, sorry. I think I say columns weirdly. But these ones, I don't know if I feel like they should be at the front. Do they feel a bit more like flimsy at the front? What did I do over here? I did that. I don't want them to look exactly the same though. You know what? I don't really like these ones anymore. Oh, I kind of like, that's kind of fancy. I kind of like that. We're gonna have to get a foundation on this. Did that just do something? Does anyone know why this is happening? This has never happened to me before. I bet it's because of the new update. Basically, what I wanted to do was, you see these? How it goes there. I wanted it to be here, and that trick always works for me. Guess it's just not working anymore. Weird roof glitches. Well, okay, wait, maybe it's because the roof is actually too long. Let's see if that was the issue. Nope. It's still making the roof go see-through. Like usually that shouldn't happen. The roof shouldn't be see-through like that. It should be normal because look, then I would have been able to put this here. That is annoying. Oh well. Wow, these dark browns are all very different from each other. Should I just go with the black maybe? I could use one of these. Okay guys, issue solved. I can just use this roof trim at the bottom. Still kind of pokes out though. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just embrace the black accents. I know that one had like more dark brown, but maybe black is the way to go. So wait, was it this one? Yeah, I think it's this roof. Okay, the ones on the corners I'm getting rid of because they need to be black, I think. I'm still not sure about this pillar. I suppose I could just make this. Yeah, that might help. What's going on here? No, because now it's like there is a wall actually here. Hold on. There is a wall there. Okay. Let's see if it just works on the rest of the house. Nope, it's literally making the whole roof invisible. That's really annoying. Okay, we've tried like all of our options, so you're just gonna have to ignore how this just stops there. Yeah, it's better than it just kind of stopping there and not going across, I guess, because it would look weird. So just have to ignore that. I'm so sorry. The Sims 4 glitches and limitations, which I know is awful. We shouldn't have to, but should I do that? Let's get the wallpaper on. Now we have our brick and it's actually working this time. See the corner sometimes, how the corners are kind of different. It doesn't work all of the time. I do want like one part of the house to be different than the rest. I'm not sure about the pretty and plaster or the stucco. Probably the stucco. Okay, I don't like it. Maybe just this part of the house could be a white. That's definitely a lot better. And then what if this one was also white? It's just, I don't want to put too much white, yeah. Because of the white windows. They're very stark. Okay, I'm going back to just having these pillars, put them there as well. I'm still not sure about these ones. Okay guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the railings here to these ones. And then I can't decide which column, but we'll try both. Look how much better that fence looks now. It's just cleaner, you know? And then I think we can add one of these. Just don't know which one. Maybe this one. So that's nice. And then I also want to add a spandrel. That one. I think we'll just go for this. Okay, I like how that is looking. I think it is now time to just raise the foundation. Maybe by 2. Okay, I can't help myself. One more. So the glitch is still happening, but now it's like it's only going on certain things. You see how the tree is golden, how the walls is golden, like what? I think it was this foundation we used. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Okay, I think the house is coming along pretty well. We do still need some floors here on the outside patio areas and then some stairs. And I like that. But like, wait, let's just see the stairs first. Can't remember which ones. It was hardly that, was it? No, there is definitely a matching stairs. So which one is it? Okay, it's this one. And I actually have to turn this flooring around again so that it matches. Yeah. Much better. I think that is fine. And then let's grab these stairs again. And oops, I just want to move. I think that's 2. Yeah, 2. Perfect. So now we need to decide a banister. Let's just get the sides matching. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, let's get a banister. I mean, that's the matching one for out here, but this is in my mind, this is a separate thing altogether. Ugh, I don't like these columns that come out at the end. You know what? I'm happy with no railings here, literally just because I hate the sides of that so much. I think I do want something different on the front though. We could use what we had used earlier with these. Yeah, I think that's fine for the front. So let's go ahead and add the chimney in. I'm kind of just deciding which chimney to use, but none of them have a matching, they all have the white grout in between the bricks. So I think we're gonna have to use like a plain one. Or maybe this one because it fits better. See the one that I used over here, I don't know, there's such a gap on the side. And when it's from this side, it's not as noticeable. But on this one, it's so noticeable. So I think I'm just gonna use this. And I know it has a little bit of brick showing, but I think it's fine. Now, there we go. Where is the post box? It's over here. Let's move that. Put that there. This neighborhood actually is really cute, how you have like, you know, the play place for the children and a little garden over here. It's really quaint. I just wish this tree wasn't right here, you know. I mean, let me just check the gallery to see. Yeah, it is that way. Okay, the tree doesn't show up in the gallery. That's perfect. That's good information to know. Now let's get back into the interior. Now guys, I'm so busy. I don't have time to fully furnish this whole house. But what I do have time for is to do something like, as I said earlier, it's kind of going to be semi-furnished. So you guys are going to be able to furnish it yourself. I don't know how I love this wood. This is like my favorite wood to use, but I don't know if it fits this house. I feel like they're more of a herringbone. Like this is a fancy house, guys. Yeah, I think that's much better. Let's choose a tile. Maybe something like that. Like I'm thinking rich. This could be cool too. Yeah. See, I just want this house to be pretty plain. It's like a move-in ready house for you guys. Because I know a lot of people love downloading those type of houses from the gallery. I know I really wanted to do the pink, but maybe it should just be plain. If you guys loved the pink, you can download this house and, you know, redo it. Oh, I hate how this wallpaper like clashes. Is there any way I can fix that? Oh, there is. So this, I mean, it kind of helps. I wish there was a version of this wallpaper that didn't have the bottom on it, because then I would be able to do that along there. I mean, it's a bit better than it was, so I'll leave it. Doors. That would be good in a house. Doors. So look, we got our big fancy doors here. Okay, so I didn't realize that this was happening. Okay, so what we are gonna do here, honestly, I think they could just have a bigger bathroom. Like, if they're so fancy, they deserve a big bathroom. Ooh, I didn't think about this bedroom. Can't really get into it, can you? Might have to extend this hallway. And we can pop the shower in that little corner maybe. Or we could just make their room bigger, but then that's just too much space for me to fill up. So I think I might leave it. I know it's a bit weird. Guys, should we just do that? Like, cover it? I know it looks really weird from upstairs, but can't really do much about that. It's The Sims. There are limitations, you know? I want to change the color of this arch here and then add in another one. Grab these doors from upstairs and start putting them downstairs too. I think just a little door there for the dining room is probably fine, because you know when you're in your dining room, this is what I imagine, if you're in the dining room and there's a fancy dinner happening, you kind of want to have the kitchen door closed, you know? But yeah, I just love the idea of these big arches around the place. It just makes the room more flowy. We could possibly fill this up with a platform. When you're playing, it'll be just a bit nicer to play, so that, you know, it's literally just a big concrete box and not. We need a door for the office as well, and then there too. So there's like extra privacy with this door for, you know, the bathroom and then the office too. I think that is nice to have a little mini hallway. It's very luxurious, I think. We should probably get some tiles in the bathroom. Do we have something similar? We have this one, like all of the tiles for the walls don't match the tiles for floor, which is super annoying. Like, I don't understand why they did that. I'm just going to use these plain ones for now, because again, this house, I want it to be very customizable for you guys. I'm not going to do the kitchen yet until I put the kitchen in, because I always find it easier to do the wallpaper after. Let's just pick some different colors for the bedrooms, shall we? You know, this one can just be blue. What other colors do we have available here? A beige maybe in here, like another beige here, I guess. Oh, I was about to say what's the difference, but there actually is a difference with that color beige. It is a bit darker. Then the only other really... Okay, this is kind of a grey. They all look kind of the same when they're all put together. We could just do pink. Let's just keep it kind of neutral. Just do that. And then I might change the bed. Let's just see what other bed options we have. Not really great bed options in base game, but it's fine because we are not using any packs whatsoever. Okay, there's this one. I'm just trying to find things that are quite plain. I don't know why this room is so dark when there's 2 windows in it, but we will fix the actual lights in a bit, don't worry. Don't you worry about that. Okay, time for fireplaces. There's some nice colors on these, so it's going to be hard to pick. Okay, that's fine. We'll just use that one. And then downstairs, actually, I don't think there's enough room for this big fancy one. Oh, I wish there was. That would have been so nice, right? Like, this one is more rustic looking. Like, the wood is kind of chipped and stuff. Yeah, I really wanted this one. It's too small, too big. You can make it smaller, but like, it takes away the grand feeling of it. Oh, well, we'll probably just end up using this one though. That's fine. Let's find a big, huge rug. Just something simple like that. And just so you guys can get the idea of what I'm going for, I'm gonna just put a plant here. I'm not gonna like put many plants around the rest of the house, but yeah, so you kind of understand the vibe. And this big mirror to go above the fireplace. Let's get some dining chairs in like that. And then is there another nice big rug that we can put in? Change the color maybe. And let's quickly just put in the kitchen stove. Let's just pop this in really quickly so I don't forget it. A sink. A big house like this, I think, needs a dishwasher. Put that there. Or maybe it should be the other way around. Just thinking the dishwasher kind of can get in the way sometimes, especially if you're cooking and someone is emptying. Is this the same color? No, it's this one. I'm just gonna scoot these windows down a little bit so that the cupboards kind of don't clip as much, you know? I don't understand. These end pieces are like the same size as these, but then the end pieces for the actual things are way smaller. So it's like, it's not in line. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this and then see if there's something else I could use. Like that end piece is not the same. So I think I'm just gonna use a normal counter. And honestly, I'm gonna get rid of that one. And I'm gonna see if I can fit a corner. These are really glitchy. You just need to get the right place, you know? I think that's it. Yeah, that looks much better. And I mean, I think we can have a little round table in the kitchen too, just for like breakfast or a snack, you know, if you don't want to sit in the big grand dining room. Now we can do the tile in here. Kind of thinking just a dark backsplash here. And then the rest of it is just going to be this same wallpaper, but it's just a bit more beige. Actually, I wonder, I think there is a tile. Yeah. I just completely missed that. It's very similar to this one, but it actually has the, yeah, why wasn't I using that? This one has the wooden kind of trim on the top, so that's perfect. I'm just going to put a plant here so that it doesn't look as lonely in this room. I wonder would the rest of the house, yeah, you see I was using this kind of blue grey tinted wallpaper and I'm realizing that this one is much better for downstairs. Yeah, I prefer that. Look at that, it looks so much more warm and inviting now. I'm just going to put a painting here on this wall just to give you guys a little bit of direction, I guess. You want to keep this here, you know. Over here we could put a little games table. I'm thinking you can get rid of this obviously and put whatever you want. You could also put a chess table here. You could put a piano here. You could like put some plants in the corners, put your family photos up on the wall. That's something I talked about in my last video, but yeah, that's something I recommend. You know, when you take pictures with your Sims, you can actually drag them onto the wall and then go into build mode and you can resize them, you can alt place them and you can make a little family wall. Family photo wall. So I would recommend doing that. You know, you could put it here or on this wall actually is probably the best. Yeah, this wall right here. I recommend putting a family photo wall. I love doing that. It really makes your houses feel more lived in. We'll just put another one of these kind of hallway tables here and probably a mat doorway rug and then maybe one on the outside too. I'm spoiling you guys, I really am. But there you go. But yeah, let's just put in the toilets and stuff, the necessities. Scoot that door in as much as I can. I feel like none of these mirrors are enough. Like half of them are scuffed. Like why is there paint chipping off? And why isn't there an option? Is there an option to have one without? I mean, that one's kind of okay though. I'll get to the curtains in a bit. Maybe we could have a hand towel and then a bigger towel like next to it. I don't know guys, I'm really bad at bathrooms if you haven't already noticed. Ugh, what the hell, I'm gonna change these two. Yeah, that's probably a bit better. I'm gonna do the same thing up here in the upstairs bathroom. See, isn't that just nice? Like I was kind of worried about that little space, then I was like, no, we can just put a shower in there, it's fine. Similar thing in here, but I think I'm gonna have a shower, either a shower bath combo or an actual bath. But I think we should have two showers. This is a quite large home. Why is I never noticed that. The like metal is pink, or maybe it's the lighting. Now the bedrooms. Your Sims obviously have their own personalities and they're gonna be different from each other. So really and truly, you guys are probably gonna change the bedrooms up. That's what I want you to do. That's kind of the whole point. Now I'm literally just putting basic decor in, nothing fancy at all. And then I suppose maybe I should make one of these rooms like a nursery, because I feel like whenever I start a Sims game, I always need room for a nursery. This can be like a shared kids room, and then this could be a nursery. This could be spare room, teens room. Again, you guys feel free to decorate. See, in my mind, a lot of people have different packs from each other. So doing these base game builds is perfect for like, let's say if someone only has 2 packs and I don't want to encourage anyone to buy any new packs. So I'm making these base game builds and then you guys download the build and you add the stuff that you have in your game in. It sounds perfect to me. It's personally how I like to play. I don't I don't download any builds from the gallery that aren't base game, because a lot of people don't make pack focused builds where it's just like 2 packs and that's it. I find like they either use all the packs or it's just you have to look for base game. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And in future videos, I am going to do like pack focused builds. And what I mean by that, I mean like either 1 pack and base game, or 2 packs that are kind of similar to each other. So like Parenthood and Growing Together, because I am pretty sure that those 2 packs are bought very frequently together. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing something like that. And if you have any suggestions for like 2 packs that would go well together, let me know in the comments. I would love to get some help. I'm making this room kind of blue, but like I'm not like purposely being like, oh, this is a baby boy's room. I just kind of like the blue theme. Rug, which I think came in a base game update. Oh yeah, that's cute. What else do you need? Suppose maybe like a toy box. Pop that there. Oh, you need this thing for infants, so I'll just put this here. And then maybe a toddler bed too. I'm literally just giving you guys everything that you need. And there's a bath there for bathing them, so that's fine. So I've just put these little paintings up in the nursery. I've just realized putting a fireplace in the children's room is so chaotic, but in my mind it's like a not working fireplace. It doesn't work, but the Sims can use it though, so that might that might add some interesting gameplay. Oh well. Whatever happens happens, don't blame me. I think if you size down the dollhouse it still works. I know it's like your feet are kind of exposed, but I like it better like this. I'm adding this because it's literally needed for playing with children in The Sims. If you don't have this, they'll wake up in the middle of the night and they'll come into your room, like the parents' room, and they'll wake the parents up, and it's a whole ordeal. So it's just so much handier to have it. I kind of want to add this painter, this little kids painting table. So I might put that there in the corner and move the bear just over here. Again, you can go in and change the colors of things, add things, remove things. Please do. That's kind of the whole idea of this. I was thinking just like 2, maybe just like this. This one probably is a bit better because it's smaller too. I'm really quickly going to add a computer and then a computer desk here. If you're in the business career, maybe you could unlock this chair and put it there. I think that chair looks so much better in this house, but for now I'm just going to use that plain one. And then just probably 2 of these nice bookcases, but I'm going to scoot them. If you needed an easel, or if you needed like a bonsai bush or something, a guitar, you know, if you needed anything in here, you could just add it in here. One thing I forgot to do was to add the spandrels to the stairs. That would be good. We don't want anyone falling. Okay, we can probably get rid of, no, yes, that is it. Perfect. We also forgot to change the wallpaper up here, so let's do that. I don't want to add some columns. Just ignore me, guys. Isn't that kind of like grand? Maybe I'm going crazy. Let's just see how they all look. I kind of like that, you know. Could also add this, make it even more fancy. I like it. There's more room up here as well for family gallery walls. Now, time for curtains, the part that I was avoiding because I don't like doing curtains and I'm afraid of them. Going to try and just find the simplest. Actually, what's the point of putting curtains on this one? Because you're not going to be able to reach. You're not going to be able to reach those curtains. Should I just get rid of these windows altogether? That wall just looks so plain now, but again, more room for family walls. Really? Can I move this? I don't know what that did, but I think it fixed it. Then in the bathrooms, I'm just going to add these like bamboo blinds. These curtains automatically clip to here for some reason, so the top of that window would be shining through. I thought they fixed that glitch. That was literally in the patch that they said they were going to fix that. Did you see what that happened there? The wall like went through the window. They literally said that they were going to fix that. Like in the update, that's already happened. So I'm going to have to do this manually, I think, for literally every single window. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've placed all of the curtains, and I had to do these kind of round ones for these windows. Just gonna pop this plant here because I can't help myself. And also, if your sim is an artist, you can use their paintings. Like if they had a painting that you specifically liked, you can use that for decoration as well. Let me just do the lighting though first, really quick. So these kind of just round lights are what I mostly like to use. Although I'm thinking that's too many in the hallway. I put a load of these sconces downstairs, so maybe we could lighten up the hallway a bit more by putting in a sconce or two. Okay, let's put... Well, actually downstairs the wall height is higher, so we could use which ones do I like to use? It's mostly these, but they don't give off much light. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place them, then we'll see what's going on. Guys, your Sims electricity bills are gonna be so high in this house, so you kind of need to be paying quite a bit of money. I'm gonna add these tiny saucer lights in the middle of the particularly dark areas just to brighten them up, because I think there's nothing worse than playing in a Sims house that's like really dark. It almost makes you like not want to play. I think upstairs is fine, but yeah. Okay, those are the rooms done. Now we get to move on to my favorite part, which is landscaping. My plan was to add a pool here, thinking just something like that maybe, but honestly I kind of want them to have more room when they're walking. But that's tiny, that's too small. Maybe this is better. Layout. Oh, we also need to, what is it, Control F? Do these diagonals. I am really happy with how the house has come out, like on the outside as well. Oh my god, look at this. The wall is clipping through the window. I never ever trust EA when they say that they're going to fix something in an update, because it never ever happens. Let's tell the truth. Because why would they fix that? Anyway guys, I'm going to be quiet and be comforted in the fact that I know I'm never ever going to give them another penny, and I'm going to get my money's worth. Of course we need our hydrangeas. We cannot have a build without our hydrangeas. Especially a build like this. I just think it really goes well. I have them over here of course as well. And actually before I go any further, we need to decide where the trees are going so we can plan more bushes around the bottoms of the trees. And I like to go into the gallery little picture to see how that's looking with the trees, especially around the front. And then do I want another one of these trees? I kind of wanted another one near the back here. Now in reality, look, in Ireland we don't have pools, so I don't really know. But in reality, I feel like the trees near a tree near a pool wouldn't be great, because your pool would just be filthy. But this is The Sims, so who cares? Because this piece of grass is so awkward and just skinny, I'm just gonna fill it up with these ones. Maybe a little bit here on the corner, but not all the way. Then I also like to put these at the front too. And then of course these trees here, I love using these. They're just there's something very like fancy about them. And they're also just great for like framing the house. Yeah, they kind of just like frame the house nicely. Especially when you don't have any of like the vines that go up the side of the walls, because they come with packs. These trees are great to just kind of frame around your house. And like you can make some smaller, maybe there, just to add some different shapes. I think these like trees just make it look like the garden is well taken care of and manicured. We definitely need another tree in this corner, but maybe a smaller one would do. I still think we need something here, a tree to kind of fill in that space here. Should we just put another one of these? Maybe we could have it on the outside of the fence and like pretend that it's not really on our lot. I like to do that sometimes. And then we can put another little hawthorn tree over here. I mean, this lot is bigger, so we're gonna have more trees and stuff to fill it up. Let's continue on the landscaping now. So the other house had this bush in yellow, and I think I'm gonna do like a different color bush for each house. I'm just gonna basically dot them around, and then we'll fix where they're going in a little minute. And then I wonder what it looks like sized up. Okay, we can definitely use this somewhere. This corner, when it comes to corners like this, you really need to fill it up a bit more, but maybe we could move it a little bit so that this tree isn't as, that this bush isn't as suffocated. Yeah, I think that is really cute. And then to fill in the rest of the gaps, there is this kind of like round bush, this one, that we're gonna go in with different sizes and kind of just fill it in. I mean, I think the most important part of this build is the landscaping, because as I said earlier, you guys are probably going to be changing the interior, but maybe not so much the exterior. So I need to make sure that the landscaping is really filled up for you guys. So these low-lying pale flowers, they're basically just, they're like the fringe. Because right now everything is so high up and big with the landscaping, and these kind of just, you know, blend it more to the floor, to the ground. So you kind of need to use either do or die or scratchy in patches. And you just fill in these blank spaces because there's still some gaps. That's normal. It just makes it look more realistic and more like actual bushes on the side of the house. Because your plants and your bushes aren't being like planted into the grass like that. They're growing out of dirt. I'm going to come back to you in a second because I'm going to repeat what I did here a little bit at the front, just a tiny bit, and then a little bit around these trees. Okay guys, I have that done. So, you know, just kind of adds a little bit more. All right, we have some finishing touches that we need to add. First of all, a pool ladder would be good. We'll add that in, maybe 2 pool ladders, 1 at each end. And I'm quickly going to go into nighttime and sort the lighting out in this pool. So we have these lounge chairs. I'm going to pop here because, I mean, there's no car that actually is going to be coming this way, so it's fine. Maybe just with a little table in between. Anyway, let's add in some stuff for the kitties. Something like this here, maybe. And then in the corner here, I think I'm just going to add some, I don't know, but then we'll just put some pots and stuff around here too. Just have them evenly spaced out though. Next build I do, I might squeeze in the hot tub. I don't know, we'll see. I'll leave some extra space in case you guys want to do like the rocket ship or... I don't know, if you wanted to place stuff like this down, I will leave you guys some extra space because it's always kind of annoying when you download a build and there's like no room to add anything, which is kind of the whole point of this video. I mean, you can add a barbecue out here if you want. If you have cats and dogs, you can add in like a little pet bowl here. You could have the training stuff for the dog outside. If you have seasons, you could have like the bee box outside as well. Oh, by the way, I added a bin here. I should probably add a bin into the kitchen too. I'm just gonna add this like plain one for now, but you know, you could save up money in your game and you can add this one, this one, this one. When you put plates and stuff into it, it actually gives you money. So the last thing that I like to do is I like to get a dark terrain. Actually, I think it's this one I use. And I put it on, you know, pretty softness. This softness, I don't know what would you call that, but more to the softness than to the full hard edge. And I use a square brush and I just very carefully go around the edges of the pathway. I know you probably are like, Kira, this is doing nothing. This is doing nothing. What the hell are you doing? If you zoom out, you can see the difference. You can see the contrast here more than here. It just adds so much to your build. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to come back to you and you're going to see how much it just elevates the path. So there we go. I know you might not be able to tell a difference. Maybe if you're watching on a phone or a smaller screen, it might not be so obvious, but I promise it's there to add some terrain under things like this in the garden. Because obviously when you're gardening around these things, it's not going to be pretty. You need to kind of make it look a bit realistic. And then over here, like the kids playing, they're not gonna leave this grass like this. Oh, definitely not. And I'm gonna have a bit here because you know when you're a kid and you see these things, there's always the grass is always kicked up and like dead here, and then maybe a little bit in here in the middle because you know when you're on monkey bars and then you jump off. Yeah, it just looks so much more realistic. And now I know I keep saying that, you know, last thing. But seriously, the last thing that we need to do, we have to go into nighttime and we have to light this place up. These are huge, but what I like to do is I like to size them down, and we'll put some at the back as well. These kind of like stand-up ones, I like to kind of just put in the bushes, looking more lit up already. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's like a light here. It's probably because of this wall sconce. No? Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. It's probably just a lighting glitch. This house is going to have a lot of bills. That is the only thing. But if you like playing with rich sims, then it's perfect for you. Yeah, there's a lot of lights. This house could do with one more of these little trees over here. So I'm just gonna kind of move things around a little bit. All right, guys, the house is finished officially. The landscaping is done. The house is done. The interior is done as much as I am planning to do it. And I'm gonna put that in the gallery bio because a lot of people download my builds from the gallery that won't like be watching this video, so I'll make it very clear in the bio. Actually, I just want to show here I have 83 downloads and 16 likes on my first base game house. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it now, but I will warn you, I didn't make the interior as customizable. I kind of went a little bit ham on the interior, and it's smaller than this house. But yeah, this is going to become a series. I'm going to do at least 2 more in this style, in this neighborhood, and then I'm going to continue probably different styles. Let me know if you have any suggestions for styles of houses that I could do. Thank you so much to everyone who downloaded this on the gallery. Okay guys, I'm going to need you to brace yourselves for a second, but if you want to download this house, you need to place yourself down on this lot, bulldoze it, and give yourself, wait for it, 138,811 simoleons. In real life, that would probably be great, but oops, sorry, I'm trying to upload it. But in The Sims, that's quite a lot. So yeah, it's a 40 by 30 lot. It doesn't have to be here, but like on any 40 by 30 lot will work. Sorry guys, I have really bad Wi-Fi, as you can tell. It's not funny. It's not funny. Completely base game only. If you liked this video, if you like my building, if you like my building style, whatever, please consider subscribing. Make sure to like this video. Comment if you have any thoughts. And yeah, if you want to stick around for the next 2 installments of this series, which I'm going to be redoing this one and this one, so that they're all kind of similar, then you definitely should subscribe. Love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for 9 subscribers as well. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.
Hey guys, Kira here. Sorry, I look a bit shook. I was out last night on the town, so yeah, just ignore that. But I just want to say thank you so much. This is my first video that I'm going to be publishing since getting over 100 subscribers, so I just want to thank each and every one of you. Sorry, location change. But I'm so grateful for every single one of you. You're here on the start of my YouTube journey, and I'm just hoping that I can continue making these videos and continue improving with editing and play style, whatever. If you're here just for my my gameplay videos and that's all, that's completely fine. But if you're here for me, I've been thinking of doing some vlogs in the future. That could be cool. But yeah, the next video that I'm gonna do today, I'm just finishing editing this video, and then I'm gonna record my like 2.0 version of the realistic Reno challenge, because you guys seem to love that video. So that'll be out after this one, so keep an eye out. I'm actually really excited to do that because I've learned so much from doing the first video, and then also the comments as well, so thank you guys. But yeah, you can subscribe to me here on the screen, and you can watch my other video, whatever YouTube recommends, here on the screen. But yeah, thank you so much for your support.